Well, hello and welcome all you wonderful people out there in YouTube land to the Texas Special YouTube channel. And welcome to the first unboxing video in quite a while. So this year, for starting in January 2025, we will be back to doing unboxing videos. Now these won't be, your traditional just arrived in the mail, taking it out of the box, unpacking it for the first time. This is more of a sneak preview of what the upcoming product reviews for the month are going to be. So we'll start out with in scale, and from bottom to top, this is actually the order in which you'll be seeing these product reviews. So first off, we have this Bachmann Silver Series 40-foot boxcar, PS1 type, lettered for the Alton Southern, car number 905. Next you have this Micro Trains Western Pacific 50-foot fish belly side flat car with stakes. You can kind of see them right there, the little brown things sticking up above the car. And finally, we have a Micro Trains Missouri Pacific 2-bay ACF center flow hopper car. Now this is a really cool little car. Everything has knuckle couplers. This has the solid, I think they're called Easy Mate, Bachmann knuckle couplers. These have, of course, the Micro Trains magnetic operating knuckle couplers. So some pretty cool items to review. Found these for actually quite a heck of a good deal on eBay. And I look forward to taking a more in-depth look at them later on down the road. While I have you, in addition to doing these regular unboxing videos, once again, I want to point out that everything in N-Scale that I review, with one exception, will have original packaging, and for the most part either be new or like new rolling stock and locomotives. So I'm very excited about that. Be able to do a lot of the newer stuff in N-Scale, and as I cycle through some of my older stock in O scale and HO scale, we'll get around to that standard when I've cycled through everything that I have in reserve that's on deck to be reviewed for this year. Now let's move on to the HO scale stuff. Okay, these are the HO scale items that are on deck to be reviewed for January of 2025. Again, bottom to top, this is going to be the order that you'll see them in on the channel. So to kick things off, we're going to have this Atlas ready to run 25,500 gallon tank car. Now I actually have 4 of these, I think, and they're really cool cars. Camera's not really cooperating, but you get the gist. Again, we'll take a closer look at these later in the month, actually next weekend. This is a non-powered Walthers maintenance of way crane. This is actually on loan from Mr. Jim Moe for the purposes of doing a product review. It is a pretty cool item. The only downside is it's non-powered, so it won't move under its own, it's not able to move on its own, but the cab, the body does swing into you very easily. If we had the key, you can see there's a little hole here, and there's another little hole right back here that allows for raising and lowering the boom and the hook, similar to old school Bachmann and Tyco crane cars. Finally, we have this Athearn 57-foot reefer, mechanical reefer. I've got 4 or 5 of these They're used on the Stars Hollow Railroad to service the grocery distributor, otherwise known as Ducey's Foods. And we'll be taking another look at that, a more in-depth look at all these items throughout the month, starting next weekend with this guy. This dude right here and this dude right here, we're probably not going to do a run portion in the product review, simply because these guys have already been featured in operations videos on the Stars Hollow Railroad. So it's clearly evident that they operate on 18-inch radius curves. It's clearly evident that they have no issues with negotiating the Bachmann Easy Track switches that are on the railroad. So there really isn't any reason to show a review run, because it's already evident they operate on the railroad. And finally, we're down to the good stuff, the O-scale stuff, or excuse me, in this case, O-gauge stuff. Both of these items are Lionel. In fact, everything that's going to be reviewed this month will be a Lionel product. I don't have the first item that's going to be reviewed for the month. It hasn't arrived yet. I don't have possession of it yet, and I really needed to get this out of the way, but it's a really cool item. I will submit to y'all, it is not NOT, a piece of rolling stock or locomotive. It is an accessory, and it is actually from the post-war era, but really cool item. You guys are going to love it. That's going to kick off the O-scale reviews for this month, starting the second Sunday of the month. So all of the in-scale product reviews are going to be Fridays, HO scale will be Saturdays, and O scale will be Sundays. To start off with, we'll have that post-war item, and then we will have this Lionel DuPont Motorsports VAT car, which is actually a pretty cool car, you know. And then we have this Dale Earnhardt Jr. depressed center flat car. Now both of these items are 027 gauge. They're not scale items by any means, but they're still pretty cool. And I personally am a huge NASCAR fan. I love NASCAR like most, Texans love football. So these are some really cool items for me that I absolutely am just thrilled about having in the collection. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all look forward to the product reviews for this month, and I hope you're excited as I am that the unboxing videos each month are back. Texas Special out.